Years ago, Walt Disney told my mom that the more you like yourself, the less you are like anyone else, which makes you unique. And that's Walt Disney on my mom's horse, Rome, back in 1956. About standing out and being unique. There's a lot of things going on in the world today in politics, social media, email list controversies and everything else. And I think it's really important for all of us to appreciate how important it is to stand out the correct way and how important it is to make an impact in our own unique way and the right way. There's a right and wrong way to stand out. For those of you just joining me, I'm Mitch Jackson, streaminglawyer.com, Southern California. Love Periscope, love live streaming. Hey Dave, how you guys doing? I want to show you a picture real quick that I came across not too long ago. Let me turn the screen around. I got to watch. I'm in my office and I've got some private client stuff here, so let me point towards the wall. But I want to show you a picture. Back in 1956, he was a guest at my parents' guest ranch for a week. I think it was he and his wife and his family. And he took a drive. That's Gates Pass right there. I was the first one to ever fly a hang glider off the top of Gates Pass. But Mr. Disney and my mom went down to Old Tombstone, Arizona, and that's where Walt Disney got the idea for Frontierland at Disneyland, is after visiting Old Tombstone in southern Arizona. Just a story that I think a lot of people don't know about. I loved his quote about standing out, and I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts with you guys about that. It's a noisy world out there right now. It's a very, very noisy world. It's hard to get your voice heard unless you stand out, unless you're unique. And there's a right and wrong way about being unique. And the reason I shared the Walt Disney quote at the beginning of today's Periscope is I want people to really take a step back, believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself. Whatever's unique about you, that's what you want to focus on. Hey Joe, it's good to see you. Coffee, you know what? I'm sipping my my morning Starbucks. And, you know, here's the thing, you guys. It's one thing to stand out. It's one thing to be unique. It's one thing to fly your own flag, to share your own art, to sing your own song. And I think it's really important for you guys to do this. I hope you think that I'm walking my talk. I mean, how many lawyers do you know that are routinely on Periscope? How many lawyers do you know that are embracing live streaming? And the question is, why? Why aren't they? What are they afraid of? Okay, are they afraid of losing time from billing their clients? Are they afraid of being real in front of the world? And I'll suggest to you that that is the reason. Let's see, I don't know another lawyer. I know Joe. And what a great way to communicate. What a great way to help people. What a great way to answer questions. What a great way to build goodwill, right? But it's not easy. It took a little bit of courage before pressing the on button during my first live stream several years ago on Spreecast. And it was the best decision I ever made, but it wasn't an easy decision. But sometimes you just have to go about it and make things happen. So here's the thing though, what I'm seeing a lot of people do is they are standing out for all the wrong reasons. And I'm not talking about just live streaming, I'm talking about in business and specifically in politics, okay? And I don't talk politics, religion, or money online or on live streaming, but the reality is we can all learn from observing what other people are doing. And if you're standing out and if you're unique because you're being real, you're adding value, okay, that's a good thing. That's a good long-term play. If you're standing out because you're insulting people, because you're putting other people down, because you're lessening their value to society to try to achieve whatever your goal is, as misguided as that goal may be, in the end, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. So here's the thing. My quick take today, and I'm going to show you an example. It's hanging on my wall. My quick take today is take the initiative and do what you need to do to be unique. Do what you need to do to stand out, but be kind to people. Add value in doing that. Be yourself. If you fly your own flag and sing your own art, people will connect with you. Some people won't, and that's fine, but other people will. Let me show you an example real quick. Back in 94 and 95, I had a big wrongful death verdict, and The daily newspaper in California, our legal newspaper, was the Daily Journal, and they wanted to do a profile on me about that particular verdict. It was a case where the other side offered $1 on a really tragic wrongful death jet ski watercraft type of case out of the Colorado River, and we tried the case, and the jury came back at something like $1.5 million, which is what the case should have settled for 2 years earlier. So they wrote an article about it, and it was in federal court. I needed a unanimous jury verdict to win the case. And what this daily newspaper does, and let me just show, what they normally do is they put the lawyer's picture in the profile. Okay, this is like a big newspaper. And what you see every single week is just a picture of a lawyer, usually standing next to his desk, okay? Or maybe with a couple of other lawyers in the firm, and then they write about the case. And as you can see, what I asked the reporter to do, because I was racing motocross a lot back then, is I said, what about a shot of me doing a jump on my motocross bike, on my Suzuki, my RM250, just for something different? I mean, that's me. And I took the initiative and planted that seed in the reporter's mind. And to make a long story short, the article came out and it was great feedback. You know, look, they even changed it. His skills extend from the courtroom to the motocross track. And then they talk about the case down here. And the point is I had to take the initiative. Let me flip this around. I had to take the initiative to share with that reporter maybe a different way of her sharing that story, which might help with increasing the publication, the readership, and to do things different. So what I would like to suggest that you do starting today is the next time you interact with somebody, the next time you're on a show, the next time you're marketing your products or services, okay? And hang on a second. Looks like we've got a couple of fans here. What I want you to do is think in the back of your mind, how can I stand out? How can I be unique? How can I do things differently? Okay? And take the initiative. Make suggestions. Share your comments. Share your thoughts. I think I just blocked him. No big deal. And do things your own way. Do so in a kind way. Do so in a way that's adding value to the conversation. Do so in a way where you're genuinely interested in having people think about a product, a service, an idea, an issue, a world event from a different perspective, but do so with respect. Do so in a way where you're adding value to the conversation as opposed to just jumping up and down and screaming like a little baby trying to get your way. You'll get attention, but it'll be your 15 seconds of fame. It won't be designing the long-term game plan in life that you want. And that's my point today. Along those lines, I'm on a blab at 11 o'clock with the .live people, the new domains, .live, .social, .legal. And I'll be on the blab with Ryan Bell. You all know Ryan from Periscope, and Brian Fanzo. Everybody knows Brian. And we're going to be talking about the new domains and the new .live domains. What a great way to stand out. What a great way to do things different than everybody else in your business. Start with your online presence. Start with the domains that you're using. Start with using live streaming like I'm doing when no one else in your business, nobody else in your industry is using live streaming. That's how you stand out. And that's how you can add value. And just between us, a little secret, that's how you can have a lot of fun. Guys, I'm Mitch Jackson, streaminglawyer.com. Connect with me on Twitter @MitchJackson and make the rest of your day Throwback Thursday. I've got a picture of my son on Instagram when he was like this big. Now he looks me in the eye and he's driving. Check it out on Instagram. It's @MitchJackson. Make the rest of today, your Thursday, a masterpiece. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.